Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, the weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, a third of Master Drilling's labour force let go. Master Drilling aligning with opencast mines going underground in changing world. And Sibanye prides itself in having the rockstar metals of the moment. The COVID-19 crisis resulted in drilling company Master Drilling having to let go a third of its labour force in the world.
The first thing, obviously, when we talk about the well-being of the business is clamp down on capital. So what we've done earlier this year is to suspend all the dividends. The second one was to stop all capex within reason. The third one was, and thanks again to senior management, we flexed the salaries of the senior management in most part of the world where it was allowed by the labour laws. Obviously, you can't just do it. We need to comply with the labour laws of the different business units and countries. And then obviously the other one was make sure you clamp down on cost. So this is pretty much what we've done in the financial space. Sad to say, we had to restructure the businesses. We had to let go about a third of our labour force in the world, which is sad to say, but we had to clamp down on fixed cost. What we've done the last couple of months is to engage with an outside company to help us just to align our the current skills in the business where the world is going to. And we just took a step back and said to ourselves, if we want to diversify the business more, the world has changed. Then we need to make sure that the skills in the business and maybe some tools which is lacking in some toolboxes needs to be dealt with. So we've engaged with an outside company which is currently work in progress, and we hope by the end of the year we'll be in a position to understand the gaps where it's training, maybe a reshuffle of management, but that's work in progress.
Master Drilling, which is active in 23 countries, is aligning itself with the transitioning global requirement of opencast mines going underground.
It's a changing world, so it's got its uncertainties, but it's exciting in a way. And as the world is changing, so are the mines. And what we see a requirement from the mines where opencast mines are moving underground. It's an issue to replace the capacity or the production of those mines from an underground operation. You have cultural challenges, and the transition is difficult. So the mines need solutions where this could be done with higher urgency. They need to have a strong partner to do this with. So that's one of the changes that we see and we want to align ourselves with.
Sibanye-Stillwater has highlighted its exposure to what are being referenced across mining jurisdictions as the rockstar commodities of the moment in a COVID-19 and climate-struck world.
Moving on to the exposure to what I've seen referenced as rockstar commodities at the right time is reflected in this slide. You can see the 3-year performance of rhodium, ruthenium, palladium, iridium, silver, gold are really at the top end of this table, and very pleasingly we have significant exposure to these metals. In terms of revenue contribution, interestingly, you can see rhodium makes up 21% of our revenue, which is similar to gold. And of course, platinum is the laggard. But I think it's safe to say that we're very well positioned for what we believe is a platinum market that is got longer, medium and longer term, really good underpinning fundamentals. So we look forward to getting the benefit from the future upside in platinum as well. At this point in time, on the supply side, we are estimating a 15% decline year on year, predominantly based on the South African PGM production, which has been disrupted due to the lockdown due to COVID-19.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.